it's Ariana, your tarot life coach, bringing you your 2019 tarot scopes. First of all, I want to say I hope you have a very safe and happy new year and that you are very responsible as you celebrate. Secondly, thank you guys for being patient with me. These are going to be coming out very slowly because they do take me a lot of time to make while I'm also making personal videos for other 2019 reads. So you're still able to order these right now. I'll probably be doing them all the way until the end of January just because it's going to be 2019 for a couple of months, y'all. Okay. So this is just going to be a look at each month with guidance from not only tarot, but numerology and any oracle card that wants to come out. So the oracle cards will be drawn beforehand. We will draw the tarot live, as I shoot the video and go that way. Some of y'all might have to look at me for a while. We might just look at the cards. It depends on how I feel as I'm recording them. This is my first time to shoot one of these videos, so be patient with me. Last year I did a shorter version of it. So let's talk a little bit about 2019. It is the year of the 3. So what does that mean? Communication, creativity, expression. This number is represented in the tarot by the Empress, the World, and the Hangman, right? And so you have to think about the Empress being very creative, the Hangman being kind of stuck in suspension, right? Because they have to decide what they're going to surrender in order to have the universe. So this is going to be one of those years that you're going to have to creatively communicate, and you're going to have to harness your creative energies in order to feel like you're accomplishing what's happening. Now, if you are a 3 in the year of the 3, just know that Jupiter is your ruling planet. If you're a 3, you can add up your birth date, your birth month and year, and it's going to calculate what number you're vibrating at, and that'll kind of give you a lot of information about how you operate in the world. All right, so if you're interested in a personal read for 2019, hit me up at arianaluciano@gmail.com or on the gram at arianaluciano. Be blessed, family. Hello, Capricorn. It's Ariana, your tarot life coach, bringing you your 2019 tarot scope, big baby. Big, big hugs, lots and lots of love. High fives and some damn dirty shoulder rubs. What's up, family? I hope you guys are doing super, super fantabulous and oh so great. Hope you are bringing in this new year, this new vibe right now. It is the new moon in Sagittarius, baby. And I'm harnessing this energy to bring you a wonderful, wonderful read. As we go into these energies, I want to put something out there. This may resonate with some and this may not resonate with others. Take the parts that you can take a lesson from or something to apply in the future. This isn't so much to predict everything that will happen, but it's a little bit about the energies that you might be expecting. All right. Now, with that being said, we are going to be doing Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right. Now, angel assistance is your theme this year. And just even with your number being 223, because of the angel assistance card being number 3 and denial being card number 22 in the deck, gives me the number 223. That is just trying to tell you that your ascended masters, your guides, your spirit guides, your angels, however you want to look at it, they're really trying to get your attention this year. And they're trying to tell you to trying to grab your attention about your health and your balance with work. There needs to be more balance in your life. Capricorn, that always seems to be the struggle that you're going through, right? But this is almost taking the blinders off and really seeing what your guides are trying to show you. So let's explore the angel assistance card real quick. This is divine intervention. Ask and you will receive. It's time for you to realize the strength and the power that you have. You see all these like geometric shapes. I do think that there's something in sacred geometry for you. This year, I also feel like there's something with understanding, because if you even see with the eternity knot here, there's something about this symbolism, the Merkaba in the back behind him, equaling the Metatron. There's just a lot of angelic action coming around you. And right now, your angels are really trying to connect with you. And each color represents an archangel. So as you look at this archangel card, I'm going to draw it a little bit closer so you can kind of pull in a little bit more. For some of y'all, it's going to be the pink and purple because that's what color the divine helpers are. So let's see. If you were drawn to green, that's going to be Archangel Raphael, and this is about spiritual, physical, and emotional healing that will be happening this year. Pink is Kamael, relationships, friendships, and love. Blue is Archangel Meikle, strength and protection and cutting them cords. Red is Archangel Uriel, and he removes lower energies and thought forms, old ideals, anything that's attached to you that you need to get rid of. Indigo is Archangel Zarakiel, and that's universal magic, intuition, and manifestation. White is Archangel Gabriel, communication, education, and learning. Orange is Haniel, accessing spiritual gifts, intuition, and clairvoyance. Yellow is Jophiel, baby, and that's wisdom and intelligence. And if you are attracted to the black on the card, that is Azrael, and that's emotional turmoil, grief, and addiction. So those may be some of the things that you are dealing with depending on what color you were drawn to. I like to say that if you were drawn to the shapes, then Archangel Metatron may be trying to really come in and connect with you. And if you are connecting with the shapes, you're going to be seeing certain geometric shapes around you, and that's when you know that your guide is coming near you. Denial is coming in also to kind of highlight what's going on. It's time to take your blinders off for yourself and for others so that you can receive the messages. For some of you guys, you're going to be receiving, I say receiving gifts, but you've already had these gifts. Tapping into intuitive gifts, trusting your intuition, moving forward, seeing things that you have never seen before. It's going to be right in front of your face. And it's attributed to the number 22, okay? Which comes down to a number 4, right? So we're thinking about foundationally as you move through this year. And some of y'all may, I'm just going by this picture, may find something out about people that are doing things behind your back, but you're going to see the part that you played in it, that you're patiently waiting to see. All right, this is confusion, distortion, compromise, all right? But it's time to take the mask off. It's time to see things, and taking the mask off is something that is even coming in for your love life as I pulled the card at the ends, all right? So with that being said, Warrior of Shields is coming in for like a physical like attribute, and I want you to notice that he has this beautiful dog right next to him, right? This little black lab who's like faithfully right there. I think this is going to be one of those years that you're going to start seeing who's really true and faithful to you as you take your time to move through things. So the Warrior of Shields is very patient, but sometimes he's not as quick-witted, I guess you would say. He gets more of his success because he's patient and he's diligent, okay? Sometimes he doesn't like to start stuff. He's very slow at starting things. I'm going to tell you, as I did your read, it took me forever to get everything together. And then it took me forever to focus. And I was like, oh my God, what is my problem? And then my back started hurting. And I was like, oh my goodness, I hope this isn't Capricorn's year. But this is like, get out of your own way. And also, once you have your eye set on a goal, and there's something about the eye, because you see the Divine Helper, he has one eye covered, and then we only see one eye from the Warrior of Shields. Whatever goal you have your eye on this year, whatever it is that you're really working for, just know, Cappy, you will receive it. But you're going to have to do some hard work. Like, you're going to have to put some action behind the Jackson, baby. You're going to have to move it into groove it. Because this is going to be one of those years that you're setting yourself up for success, right? Slow and steady wins the race. The Warrior of Shields is not very quick. He doesn't go in there going crazy. But another thing about the Warrior of Shields is they describe him as being very health conscious. I'm going to tell you, Cappies, this will be one of those years that you need to pay very close attention to your health. It talks about taking vitamins, bodybuilding. You might be, you know, Capricorn. I think it deals with like your teeth and your bones and things like that. So make sure that you're taking really good care of yourself. And also materialistic things may be high on your agenda. However, this is telling you, just kind of take off the blinders, see things for what they are, make sure that you're taking really good care of yourself as you move forward. Now, what I found very interesting is you have the Portal Palace coming in for you as kind of like a past, present, and future that you're coming in. So 2018, we're going to attribute that to the past. And it goes into this eternity knot at the bottom of the card. And it's a reminder that everything is connected, that your life is linked to all life and therefore has meaning. The snow lines on each side of the card ask you to open up both sides of the story. As guardians of the Portal Palace, they repel fear, enabling people to live free from delusions. It's time for you to face your fears. Your long-held insecurities and sense of loss are coming to the forefront right now. This could be happening right now at the end of 2018. Maybe you're questioning your belief system and you're wondering like, man, my belief system is affected by suffering and loss, and it's happening in my family due to like ancestral things. You're looking at generational curses, what's holding you back, why is this doing it? Maybe those are things just on your mind. But it's telling you to take the courage of the lines and embrace a new hobby or a sport, or include more friends. Members of your soul group are waiting for you, and you're going to meet them towards the third portion of this year, all right? That soul group has been waiting for you to wake the F up, Cappy. Levántate, mi amor. Okay? Now, in the middle, it's like, have you ever been forced to walk away or looking back and just somebody taking what was yours? And perhaps you left a home or because of financial issues, parental problems, marital problems, but you felt like you had to abandon it, right? So your purpose is like, your quest for a higher purpose is threatening others right now. So like maybe your goal is just a little bit too much for somebody. So let this card be a reminder that like the Dalai Lama, you can attain great wisdom and your time will come. Be very patient with your goal, Capricorn. This is about working towards your goal. It's not going to come very quickly. So you're going to have to be very patient as you move forward. At the top of this card, this is the Bhattavista Avalokiteshvara Shenzrig, and I'm probably saying it all wrong. It's one of the most celebrated deities in Buddhism, okay? And the word is compassion, and I'm going to say that because it pops up again in the second part of your year. It talks about the embodiment of compassion. It will not rest until it's liberated. The word is Om Mani Padma Hum, is a famous mantra which represents the union of sound and emptiness. That's that balance, and symbolizes the transformation of the impure human into the pure Buddha body. So have you been postponing your spiritual path because of others, or do you make yourself suffer? You're putting everybody in front of you. Shen Resnick is here to help you overcome suffering. And as soon as you are embraced by his four arms, you will sense the four immeasurables: loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity. Through meditation and chanting, you'll be able to reach him whenever you need him to get in your divine order. The one thing I do notice is that the angels have their arms open. Chen Resnick has his arms open. You are being asked to be open to the possibilities of everything that is wanting to come in your way. And that is your theme for 2019. So compassion, connecting, and really having your eyes open to what's going on in front of you. All right? And there's just one more thing I want to say. There's something about colors for me when I'm talking to you. I feel like your cards are very colorful. So I feel like looking at life with color again, vibrance and happiness and joy, because I know that last year might have been really rough for some Capricorns. So realizing that there's beauty all around you. Okay, so now we're going to dive into January, February, and March. And I've already got your oracle cards ready, and then we will do the tarot together. So your theme is regeneration, but it's a warning and it's reversed. What to leave behind is the way you're dealing with your priorities, and how to move forward is illusion. Okay, dragonfly. Now let's talk a little bit about regeneration when it's reversed. I feel like there's some things that you have been really trying to push for, you really trying to make it happen, which is the number 46, which is a 10, right? The 10 comes down to this new beginning. However, this new beginning is kind of stuck at the beginning of the year. Everyone thinks, oh, it's the first of the year, the energy's this, and I'm going to do that, and it's going to be great. Well, it will be great if you're willing to put the work in, and it's willing to start saying, something's not growing out of this situation. What is it? Can we be real with myself? Is this where I take the blinders off? So there's going to be some endings at the beginning of the year. So now it's time to stop holding back on what has to end. This is about release. Let whatever isn't working in your life be removed, okay? And don't be afraid to face the facts. There's no need to struggle. There's no need to grieve. Whatever it is, learn, release, because you're about to be reborn. I feel like for some of you, it is the need to be serving others so much. I feel like you're just constantly doing for other people, Cappy. And this is like you saying, you know what? Now I'm going to put my priorities first. I'm going to follow my master teachers. I'm going to make sure there's food on my damn dirty table. I'm going to make sure that I'm the one in control. And I'm tired of always giving everybody priority who is not making me a priority. Those things are coming to your realization, and they're probably already happening towards the end of 2018. Now, dragonfly energy is flying in, very beautiful. Every time I talk about the dragonfly, I'm going to tell you it's such an amazing energy, because it starts off in the water, and then, you know, I consider that your emotional experiences. So we have all these emotional experiences going on for you, right? And you're working with this energy, and you're trying to understand it, and you're trying to harvest this energy, and you're saying, I don't know, this isn't really working for me. And then you start developing, and you get your wings, and then you can fly away, right? So this is saying the way that you're going to move forward from putting everybody's priorities in front of your own is to realize that you're a dragonfly, and that you can get out of the emotional waters, and you can fly high, and you know who you are. It's not what everyone is telling you you are, but who you know you are. And it's almost like removing the blinders, removing the mask. That's going to be a big thing this year. It's not like scary, but you know, change is difficult. So as we're removing the mask, and it's so interesting because I'm looking at the words at the bottom of this card for Dragonfly, and it says colorfulness and mystery. It's like, don't try to do so much for everyone else when you need to start doing for yourself, all right? Once you realize what your truth is, you're going to know who you are, and it's not going to be difficult to move forward. So let's jump into the tarot as we do this, big baby. If I can find the cards. I got so many on the table. Here we go. And let's bless this deck together. Energy for January, February, March. Capricorns, I rolled a 2, 2, 3, and I'm cutting the deck. And as I cut the deck, I have some regret in a relationship with either a mother or your creativity. You're regretting some things as you're coming into January, February, and March. Maybe you gave up something because you were like, oh, everyone would be so disappointed if I did this or if I followed that. But in all reality, that's really what you want. Oh, and as I was talking about your number earlier with the 223, it talks about a miracle is imminent. Trust with faith. Your ascended masters are near. And when you take the number 223 and you bring it down, 2 plus 2 plus 3, you get a 7. So 7 is a very angelic number for me. So just be sure that your angel guides are definitely jumping in the mix and trying to speak to you. Now, let's see what we have coming in for January. Oh, options. Some options. Okay, we have the 2 of Wands. We're taking control in February. Let's see what March has. Whoa. And March, we have our spirit guide. I do feel like we're dealing with emotions at the beginning, but we have this beautiful Ace of Pentacles. Whatever you were birthing at the end of the year, okay? Because I'm going to tell you birthing at the end of the year, because here you are birthing it, right? And then you're healing from a situation, and there's that dog again, okay? And then we have this motherly energy, this Empress energy, lots of communication, lots of movement, lots of work, leads to the nest egg, leads to financial abundance. However, in January, okay, January we have the 7 of Cup energy, and this is like so many options, you don't know what to choose, everything's coming at you, and the priorities card is right behind it. So you're going to have to set your priorities very high, and you have to use the wisdom of the owl and the courage of the lion. You have a lot of Leo-ish energy coming through. Maybe you have it in your chart. Maybe it's just time to start harnessing that Leo energy. And in January, we have some energies going on here. On the 6th, Uranus goes direct, 28 degrees Aries. On the 7th, Venus enters into Sag, all right? And then we have a full moon lunar eclipse on the 21st at 0 degrees Leo. It's going to be really interesting. So we're moving into Aquarius on the 20th. On the 21st, 0 degrees Leo. And so you have to understand that there's going to be things that are going to get in your way. So let's kind of see how to work through this 7 of Cups. Let's see which deck wants to talk to us for January. Give us some guidance for January. We're going to go with this animal deck. How does Capricorn make the choices to prioritize what needs to be done? Forgiveness. Let go of your judgment. So the pelican is flying in. Pelican is also attributed to family energies, okay? So every time, I don't know if this is something that happened in your family or you gave up something because of your family, but it's about forgiveness. And I had a reading done today by a beautiful, beautiful lady named Harmonic Healer, who is a dear friend of mine. And she said something about forgiveness is an energy of multiplication. Once you forgive yourself, you increase these energies that want to be more forgiving to each other, and it just goes on and it goes on and goes on. So once you realize how judgments separate everything as opposed to connect things, whatever you've forgiven, that energy is going to come back to you. And this is cooperation, this is grace, this is self-sacrifice. It's just time for you to go above the situation, and forgiveness is going to help you with that 7 of Cups energy, which leads you into February where you regain this power, right? You're strong, you got this 2 of Wands energy, and you're laying it down. You've got that ram's head over there. Now, on the 3rd, Venus enters into Capricorn. 4th, new moon in Aquarius. Then we have the 19th is a full moon in 0 degrees Virgo. So all of this 0 degree action we got going on, this is like some, we get some messages, guys. And we need to start learning to listen to what these messages have for us, right? There is a need for you to be a little bit more flexible with these endings, because we got this 10 again. We have this 19, which comes down to a 10, right? Which comes down to a new beginning. It's almost like we've got to take control, but be flexible in the way things come out in February, all right? Be very flexible and mindful. I'm not going to tell you to walk on eggshells, but really pay attention to the way you're communicating your forgiveness. It's not that you're better than these people, or that they're less than you, or they're better than you, but it's just that there's different paths and different ways to go. But it's time for you to reclaim your throne, Capricorn, and have that control, that self-control to move forward. Now in March, we start off the month with the 5th with a Mercury retrograde. Woohoo! New moon in Pisces on the 6th. Then it's Aries season, all right? And a full moon in Libra on the 20th at 0 degrees. The 28th, Mercury goes direct, and you have a spirit guide bringing you in this energy to be more flexible in March. I feel like your family is going to be a very big thing at the beginning of the month, all right? And the dragonfly is a symbol of good luck. So just to let you know, oh, look at that. So this is about transcendence. You have Lord Shiva coming in. And this is like rise up, honor who you are, dance with the universe. For me, that is go with the flow. Oh, okay. Now the new moon is where this energy is really going to hit you, is on the 6th. So on the new moon, I'm going to tell you, you're going to feel like you're shedding some skin, shedding some old ways, because this is transcendence, right? So we're moving forward. And I want to get a little bit more with Lord Shiva. Let me see which deck we're going to go with. Byzantine? No. Okay, it's giving you a lot of animal energy. So with that, I'm going to say be aware of the animals that are popping up in your online feed, that are that you keep running into, because I feel like the animal kingdom is going to be really close to you right now, with it being outdoors with the flexible card, and then this is the deck that keeps wanting to talk to you. Freedom. Transcendent leads to the horse, which is the freedom, which is always a choice. So it's like your spirit guide is saying, look, it's going to be your choice if you want to stay in the state that you were in before we started this year. But if you learn to forgive yourself, and you see all these F's, forgiveness, flexibility, and freedom. Something with the letter F. So paying attention to that, and with the number 3, because we have 3 F's in that. And it's like, let go of your judgments. You always have a choice. So if you just connect that, that's going to be like the theme for the first half of the year. Moving forward is this forgiveness theme for you. And it may be a forgiveness to yourself, all right? Now, we are going to move into April, May, and June. And let me push these down. So your theme is the ant. Very interesting ant. What you need to do, this is such a, wait, what is the thing? How to stay motivated is with this kangaroo action, okay? And then what needs to stop is this yin action with Kuan Yin. For some of y'all, this is just a random message. Some of y'all may be getting pregnant during this time, because Kuan Yin for me is just like the bringer of babies. Well, that's how they explain her. She's fertility. And then we have this Ace of Cups energy coming in for you also. Sorry, I didn't even notice the camera. The Ace of Cups is coming in, and it's really making it seem like, I hope that wasn't all messed up the whole time. Telling you, like, be ready with your cup. Also with this pink and purple, I feel like we're tapping into relationship issues. We're tapping into our magic, and it's time for us to do this with care and compassion. So the theme of the ant is another 10. So 10s are highly strong for you also. The number 10, which comes down to a number 1. I feel like you're starting over in a lot of things right now. Patience, persistence, and teamwork is needed. Now, when ant comes into your life, right? When ant's slowly coming in, it's telling you, hey, you don't have to do this all by yourself, okay? But it takes a certain amount of faith to trust how you're going through this obstacle, because there's some obstacles this month. There's some things that are getting in your way. But if you keep fighting the energy, you're not going to get to the solution. This is about being quiet in your approach, being very endurant, having a lot of endurance and patient so that you don't fail. It's like you're going to have to be very calculated. Pay attention to details in order to be successful. Do not become impatient, all right? And remember, outside help is always good. Think about the colony of ants. Think about how they work together and how they're moving together in order to get that energy, right? They work together and they make it work. So I feel like family needs to learn to work together. You need to learn to work with your family, work around people who are going to uplift you. You have that number 2 coming in with Kuan Yin. There's possibly a partnership. In this partnership, it's going to be very important for you to not be so like yang energy going for it, but to be there with your cup ready to receive. See, you've been giving too much. Now it's time for you to receive. Now, something to stay motivated and how to do it is with gratitude. Being very grateful for everyone that's blessed you, for everyone that's coming through. And you see that mama and that baby and that kangaroo. Some of y'all are birthing your dream or birthing a family or birthing a baby. Something's coming together, but you are building a community, all right? This is your year. I feel like for some of you, this is your year that you're building your community as far as like in your company, in your business, in your family. There's some form of expansion that's going to be happening in the second part of the year. So let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna cut the deck. Overall, this is going to be the Prince of Arrows with the 2 of Cups. There is a partnership, but we're getting away from just talking a lot of noise or being around somebody who only has great ideas and never puts them into action. You want a partnership with somebody who's moving forward, all right? So there's April. Here's May with the moon. Somebody gonna get pregnant. You're birthing your dream. And look at how many times we've already had guides come through. During this time of the year, the second portion, you're going to be thinking about times in your love lives, times in your family, things that you regret. Almost like you're going to be a little bit too hard on yourself. Remember, compassion and caring as you move forward is going to move you into the right energy. Now, in April, on the 10th, we have Jupiter retrograde in Sag. We have a full moon in Libra on the 19th. Sun enters into Taurus on the 20th. Now, the 24th, we have a Pluto retrograde. And Saturn, we have a Pluto retrograde. So we have 3 retrogrades in the month of April. And your little Ace of Arrows is going down, down, down. I almost feel like it's just like, oh, is this ever going to get any better? When are things going to improve? And this Ace of Arrow is being illuminated by the moon. So you might have a tendency to be a little moody. Now you have this 9 coming out. Now I have 2 9s here. Some of y'all will be moving. But you see that this turtle is reversed, right? Because this is a warning message. This is feeling like you're not enough, that you're poverty, like it's a poverty mindset that you don't have the necessary means to be where you want to be, do what you want to do. It's almost like, oh, I don't have anything to really benefit right now. Things are just really, really hard. And this is where you have to go and reach out to your community. You're going to reach out. People are going to come to help you. They're going to see that you are that gold mine right there on that turtle's back. However, when I see the turtle, I also think about the hermit energy. This is not a time for you to be alone. In April, this will be a time for you to come on out of the shell and seek help. Ask for help. Hey, I really need this to happen. And who do you know who can do this? How do you know this? Oh, could you have someone who can, let's say you're building your house or something and you meet a contractor. That contractor knows a landscape, and it's just like all these people that know each other. You're not stuck. All right. So April, you might be experiencing a feeling of stuck. And then in May, it's the illumination. You see the moon coming in and he's clearing. There's something about clearing energy also, because on the other one, he had the pine cone, all right? In, I think it was March, we had the pine cone, right? So here we have the moon illuminating a situation in May. In May, there's the new moon in Taurus at the beginning of the year. Mercury enters into Taurus on the 6th. Venus enters into, I said the year is the month. Venus enters into the sign of Taurus on the 15th. So we have all this like stand tall, be strong energy, be here now. Finances, finances, finances is what I can think of. And then it's illuminating that you need the help. Because if you look, he's got his hands in the air like he just don't care. But he sees that there's danger on this path, and there's those 2 lions. Some of y'all are dealing with the sign of Leo. Some of y'all are dealing with having the courage of a lion. So let's get a little bit more on that, okay? This is a cycle that is ending. This is the 3rd 9 that is coming out. And for some of y'all, and do not take this the wrong way, some of y'all are going to get over a fire sign. Some of y'all are going to realize that there was a mistake with a fire sign, but there's something there. And some of y'all are going to remember that you're the one in control and you need to move your hot ass over there and go do what you need to do. This is dropping that karmic energy, dropping those burdens and moving forward. That 10 and that 9, is that a 10? Was that a 10? No, those two 9s right next to each other, right? For me are very significant. In May, there could be a huge move, okay? Whether this is a move to a new home, a new place, whatever, because I feel like you're packing up in April and you're out the door in May, like done, all right? Because you see the turtles moving over there. But this has been your hope. You're hoping that something was going to come out, and it does. It's like your wish came true in May. Okay, let's see here. May. Give me more guidance for May. Okay. Who are we listening to in May? Ha! New life. Boom! Hey! Ah. You woke your ass up. Hey! Cappy! Yay! That's all I can say is it is time for you to realize that it's time to wake up to your dreams, right? May brings in positive energy for you. I feel like financially things are going to be working really well for you just because of all this Taurus energy. And then in June, you have another spirit guide. So it feels like every third month, something like an epiphany, a blessing, and this could be Archangel Jophiel if you picked yellow just because he's in yellow. And I feel like a lot of solar plexus confidence is coming in. Now the deer is representative of unconditional love and also things in the family. Now you remember that Ace of Arrows was reversed in April, but by June your spirit guide is telling you it's time to communicate, it's time to move forward, and I'm going to turn that ace of arrows reversed. I'm going to bring it up and I'm going to bless you, and there's going to be peace in the family. So in June we have the new moon in Gemini, 12 degrees on the 3rd. Full moon in Sag, 25 degrees on the 17th. Saturn sextiles Neptune, hey, on the 18th. And then on the 21st, we have the sun entering into Cancer, and we also have the Neptune retrograde in Pisces. So as we think about Neptunian energy, just be sure, like, I think spirituality is going to be super, super high. And this is going to be a time for you to really, I would say, speak your truth. I really want to tell you to speak your truth in order to move forward. Man, these animals just want to keep coming out for you, man. Look at this elk. That is significant to another deer. So elk is telling you, stand tall, maintain your dignity no matter what. I feel like this is time for you to stand up to your family, stand up for who you are. Now the elk ain't trying to go and break his antlers off into anyone, but he's letting them know that he has antlers and he's moving forward, right? Okay, so with the devil being reversed, I just kind of feel like this is you letting go of other burdens and moving forward. Now, we are moving into July, August, and September. I'm so sorry that this one is probably going to be one of the longer ones. So in July, your theme is community, and it's the number 3. How are you going to do that? You're going to join in a new community. And then you have the bat as like a warning. And I have the 3s coming in for you. So your ascended masters are like super strong with you at the 3rd part of the year, right? The number 33 for me comes down to the number 6. That 6 is telling you that it's going to bring you pleasure. It's going to bring you joy. Things are going to be moving in your favor. It's like a new family that you're coming into. Now, this 12, this bat card, let me explain to you what bat represents, because you're probably like, what? So this is trusting your intuition. See, what's keeping you back is you're not trusting your intuition. So instead of trying to fight things because you're being stubborn, do not give in to the fear. Don't shut yourself out from life. It says take a class, call a friend, join a club. It's about connection. You are going to make some intense connections to people that you never thought were going to have something in common with you. And as you make these connections, I feel like there's going to be like spiritual healing for you because spiritual ancestors show up and joining in. It's going to feel like, oh my gosh, I arrived. I feel like Capricorn, you're going to be in your element. Family's going to be good. Things are going to be happening for you, right? So let's see. July has got interesting energy. Okay, and I'm going to cut the deck and show you. See, there's that entrance of love, a partnership that you feel that's been taking forever, like it's not coming, but it is. Now on July 2nd, we have a new moon total eclipse in Cancer at 10 degrees. Then we have Venus going into Cancer. I'm excited about that on the 3rd. A Mercury retrograde on the 7th at 4 degrees Leo. And then we have a full moon partial eclipse on the 16th. All right. And that's going to be in the sign of Capricorn, 24 degrees. Then it's Leo season on the 22nd. And then we have a new moon in Leo at 8 degrees on the 31st while Mercury goes direct also. I have the 3 of Cups reversed as your overall energy for that month. And then I have you kind of reversed. I have a contract or something that did not go well. And then it's a lot of regret, okay? Now, with that, either you didn't sign a contract that could have gotten you somewhere, or they didn't sign it with you and you're off and running, all right? And you're like, I ain't dealing with that. In July, there's a lot of outside conflict. A lot of stuff coming through for you that doesn't make any sense. And it could be all of this eclipse energy coming in. It's just stirring up things from the bottom, right? But I would want to say it's with a Leo. I don't know if you guys are really dealing with Leos. And it's a family issue and you are going to be successful. All right, there's that 10 again. You guys are finishing cycles this year. Finishing off those cycles and moving forward because it's going to be a success. Even though there's a lot of conflict in July, you come out on top of the world, or you're going to let people think you're on top of the world. One or two, right? Which leads you into August, starting over. So you're going to finish something off in July that you're just completely, it just needs to be done with. And then you're leaving and you're going into your community because this is the Fool and he's leaving a situation. And this is in August. So I'm going to see what's going on with the Fool. And then I'm going to tell you about August. This Fool energy is telling you in order for you to be successful, you need to trust your intuition. You have not been trusting your intuition. And here's the 25, which comes down to that 7. So you're going to receive a download, a message, something that's coming in. And it's a similar situation that you've been in before. And you're going to say, you know what? Not today. I'm not doing this today. I'm going to get out before I get too deep in it. And you're going to go join this new community, a new family, a new soul group, however you want to look at it. Because on August 11th, we have beautiful energy. Jupiter goes direct in sign of Sagittarius. Mercury enters into Leo. Uranus goes retrograde, 6 degrees Taurus. And then we have a full moon in Aquarius. And then we have a new moon in Virgo, 6 degrees on the 30th. So August, you're going to start seeing cycles and you're going to be like, oh no, I am not doing this. This isn't going for me. And I want to see if the Fool has some more energy for you. Here, some guidance. How do they get out of this cycle? How do they exit the cycle? There it is. This is Big Daddy Saturn. That's what he looks like, all right? Melchizedek is coming in. He's telling you, look, you've learned a lot from what's going on, but there's more to learn. And you have that geometrical shape right there in the back, right? That's the flower of life. Everything is connected. There's also going to be something about you guys wanting to wear some sort of a medallion for protection or a medallion that is there for like a reminder. There's something about a necklace that you need to wear with a geometric shape to kind of harness that energy for yourself. But Melchizedek is coming in and saying, well done, son, well done, daughter. However, you got more to learn. That sounds just like Saturn, huh? Now, in September, full moon in Pisces on the 14th, Saturn goes direct. Sun enters into Libra. Just like, I didn't write down a lot of notes for September. September looks pretty chill, but you're dealing with an energy. This is either you not trusting your intuition or you're dealing with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces that is being very manipulative, all right? So let's get a little bit more insight of what this Queen wants you to know. And that card fell out sideways. Like, literally, this is how it fell. Okay, like sideways, landed like this between the books. So I'm going to tell you, for some of y'all, you're like, man, when is this bad luck going to end? And for others, you're like, damn, things are so good. So let's, and it's a new beginning. It's a new beginning. So I'm going to put it like this. There's going to be somebody upset because you were offered a job, because I have these two tens, right, looking at me. The 10 of Cups and the wheel moving in the right way. You're going to have to find some balance because there's some huge changes, and it's like you're birthing your dream, like completely starting over in something. Remember I said there was a contract? The person who did not go into agreement with you, the person who was like, didn't see the big picture, who didn't sign the contract or whatever, they may become highly manipulative about the situation. But you see how you're cycling? Like, it's like a big wheel and then two wheels on the side. you're moving towards and you're rewriting your story. I'm telling you, everything is connected. That flower of life pendant or whatever. You see, like, I could even see this as a necklace, and everyone's doing their own thing. You're no longer carrying the world on your shoulder. You're changing things up and you're rebirthing your dream. So this is you joining a new community. This is you having the courage to move forward. And it could be with a Gemini. It could be with an Aquarius. I get Gemini. But I'm telling you, the star at the bottom, the lovers, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy on a young lady. And then we have the courage. So either you're going to have these people bring you the messages, or you're just going to move out. The star for me is also like being well known. You got that star quality. You're going to stand out. You may likely get a promotion or be moved up in a position just because of those two tens. You're going to be offered something good that's going to cause a change that makes you rebirth your dream and go out on your own, which makes this Queen of Cups very upset. So don't be all up in your feelings. And I'm going to say, watch how much alcohol you drink during that month also. All right? Cappy. A lot of interesting energy coming through for you. Now, your theme for the next quarter, right? For October, November, and December is abundance. Oh, that is awesome. Now, this is going to be some interesting stuff that I talk about over here. And then this is what we're releasing. So I don't know if that Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy is still kind of heavy on you. But something to tie up is this idea of loss. And this makes me think of the Five of Cups, which is attributed to a karmic issue. So it's like towards the end of the month, there's some grief, there's some regret, and it's about getting help for that, all right? I don't know whatever happened, you're a little upset about it, but this is knowing that love can conquer everything, you know, and I hate to have rose-colored glasses on, but the money look like it's flowing, baby. So the end of the year, your success with that contract or that business partner you went into with is going to be highly blessed. Now, releasing the loss and realizing you're a lot stronger than you are, and then you have like this yogi, this huge yogi over here, and I always say his name wrong, Mahavatar Babaji is coming through for you. And it's almost like this person or this energy that's coming in is saying, look, man, you went inside and now you're coming out. You need to go out more. You need to go do what makes you happy. You need to go find your fire again. No more loss. You are going to like roll around in abundance, okay? So then we have, let's see what's coming through. Woo! We have a victory in October. Getting over some pain in November. And what does December hold for them? What does December hold for Cappy? You're going to come out fighting, baby. And you still have the courage. And she's still got your back. All right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, whoever that is. Now, looking into the energy of October, we have on the 3rd, Pluto going direct. Mercury enters into Scorpio. Venus enters into Scorpio on the 8th. On the 13th, we have a full moon in Aries, 20 degrees. On the 31st, we have Mercury entering into retrograde. And you have this victory. You're moving forward. I feel like you're moving on from the pain. There are some scars. There are some things that hurt. But you're like, you know what? I got this ride and I'm out. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I've got what I need. And I feel like the success that you're going to feel is going to feel amazing in October. Let's see what else comes out for you. And it's going to be success at work or whatever you've been working on. And you see those coins have Capricorns on them, right? So I feel like you are balancing your work and your life. Things are moving forward. Whatever you feel that you lost, you're going to get it back in October. Now, November's energy with the 3 of Arrows reversed. And that 3 right there takes us back to that number 33. Some of y'all might notice that number a lot, 33, which comes down to that 6. So make sure that you're having a lot of pleasures. 33 is like the master teacher number also, so you might be working under somebody who's teaching you how to master a skill, or you will be teaching someone else how to master that skill. All right, 3 of Arrows reverse in November. Mercury goes direct on the 20th. We have a full moon in Taurus, 19 degrees on the 12th, new moon in Sag on the 26th, and on the 27th, Neptune goes direct, and you're able to see things a lot clearer, right? You're almost like, my job is doing well, I'm doing better, and I can kind of feel like this, I'm gonna tell you, like, back pain is away. This load that you've been carrying is gone. 10 of Arrows. And you're learning to see things for what they are. There is a trip at the end of the year with this 10 and this 9 right next to each other that you've been working really hard for. I'm going to tell you, don't take any regrets. Just go on the damn trip and don't worry about the money, all right? It's going to come. The abundance is coming. The thing about this thing with Rune is I feel like whatever was going on with the 3 of Arrows is going to be completely ruined. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. I feel really strong Gemini energy, okay? And there is some regret there. The regret with love, regret with what's going on, and there's that contract again. For some, this is a work contract. For some, this is a marriage contract. It's just not working, right? And you're a lot stronger than what you think you are. You're getting rid of the loss, and you're moving forward. And as you get into December, which is your birthday month too, for some of y'all, we have Jupiter enters into Capricorn. Ah, blessings. Full moon in Gemini. Chiron goes direct on the 12th. And then on the 26th, a new moon annular solar eclipse in Capricorn, 4 degrees. And you come out fighting and shining. I want to get a little bit more energy there for you. Temperance. You're going to have to be very patient. And I don't know if this Leo is coming back to you or something. I got strong Leo energy. It's courage, right? Then it's a completion, a soulmate completion. Trust your intuition, Capricorn, as you move towards the end of the year. All right, as you're moving towards this end of the year, and I'm looking at this right now, is have lots of patience with whatever you were trying to put into motion work-wise. It's going to pay off at the end of the year. It's like a dream that you've been working on. Remember, the Warrior of Shields was looking at everything and saying, slow and steady wins the race, right? Now, we're going to go into health, wealth, and love. In health, you have some interesting energy coming in for you, which is attributed to the number 49, which comes down to a 13, which is telling you a 4. There's something about compromising. There's something about the color yellow, which is solar plexus energy, blue, which is your throat chakra, and green, which is your heart. You need to start taking care of what you're eating, all right, what you're putting down your throat. And you also need to work on your heart space this year. Now, the stone that's coming in for you is jasper, baby. The energies of jasper are subtle. They work with the earth's blood, like the earth, and it's in no hurry. That's your message. Do not rush this year, okay? Slow and steady. Now, this is about nurturing yourself. This is determination to see things through. And this is working with the Manipura, the sacral chakra, okay? Now, it also has to do with circulatory system imbalances and with digestion and the reproductive system. It's helpful in overcoming long-term disease and works to balance your female and male energies. Some of y'all may be having some sacral issues, okay? That's okay. Just take care of yourself. Make sure you're going to the doctor, those kinds of things. This card indicates there's a need to quiet your thoughts. Think of an issue of concern that you're looking for. Are you trying to solve it long-term or simply please your ego? And look, it's a compromise. It has to be a compromise. Now, when it comes to your finances, you have by the book. So I feel like Ganesh is coming through. He's bringing this elephant energy, but there are no shortcuts for you this year. All right, there's no shortcuts, Capricorn. You're going to have to play by the rules. You're going to have to work with the law of manifestation. You're going to have to work with the law of attraction. You're going to have to follow the rules wherever you're at. There's no breaking the rules this time. Follow them to a T. Don't cheat on your taxes. Don't do any of that stuff because it will come out for you this year. I don't know why I had to say that. And in love, when it comes to love, it's time to speak your truth. It's time to remove your mask, and it's time to show the universe who the hell you really are, Capricorn. No more having to fit into this image that other people think you are. This is you being real with yourself and with the person that you love. All right? So that is your reading, Capricorn. Be blessed. Happy New Year. If you're interested in a read, hit me up at arianaluciano@gmail.com or on the gram at Ariana Luciano. Be blessed, fam.